Hey guys, it's Wednesday morning, April 22nd. It's the third day of turkey season here in Missouri. And today I'm just going to my own little property. I got a little 10-acre property behind the house here because I have to work today, so I only hunt till about 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to go hit the back tree line for a couple hours before heading into work. I come out here Sunday morning and didn't hear a whole lot as far as gobbling. I mean, I did hear gobbling, but they were 1,000 yards away. And so anyway, that being said, they haven't been gobbling a whole lot this season. The last 2 mornings, looked at the other place, and other guys I know that hunt in the state have said the same thing, so I'm not sure what's going on there other than maybe the pressure being off a bit. But either way, we're gonna sneak back here this morning, set up for a couple hours, and hope we see something, or at least hear something, so we can start to get a gauge on what's going on back here. So hopefully we'll have some success this morning. We're gonna just throw out a single hen decoy and get the blind set up. So just kind of sneak back in the blind there and hang out and see what we can find out or what we can hear. So we'll keep you posted. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Woohoo. First hunt, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, I should have brought my shotgun. First ever hunt on my own property. He never gobbled. I never heard a gobble this morning at all. I'm sitting there, I'm calling here periodically, and I just turned the camera on because a crow flew across the field, and I thought, oh, it'd be kind of cool to get a footage of that crow flying with the, skyline as the backdrop across the field. Well, I turned the camera on, thankfully, and I just couldn't get it turned on fast enough to get the crow. But anyways, so all of a sudden I look over, I happen to look out the window, and just past my decoy, there's a red head standing right there at 20 yards. I'm like, oh man, that's a turkey standing right there. So I just went ahead and turned the camera. Thankfully it was already on, and turned the camera to him, or hit record, because I hadn't hit record, but the camera was powered on at least. So I hit record, turned the camera to him. By then, I had to get my gun up and everything, had set my call down, and he must have seen something, or a little bit of movement, because he started getting nervous. And as you could see in the video there, he starts kind of quartering across the field. He's gonna get out of there. So I just put it in front of him as soon as he walked into it. Boom, baby! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! is awesome. So my first ever hunt on this property, deer hunting, I shot a doe. And my very first ever hunt, turkey hunting, I just shot a turkey. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I gotta go get my phone and see what time it is. It can't be but 7 o'clock at latest. He flew off the roost. He had to have been roosted up over here somewhere, which doesn't make no sense really. I mean, they're over water because there's a big lake back there. You can see it right there on the neighbor's property. But I thought sure they'd be roosted in these woods all the way over here. And they just aren't gobbling, but I just put one on the ground, baby. Yes! $6:53. And I almost didn't go this morning, dude. I was tired. Yeah, baby. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna unload these because I can't shoot another turkey anyway right now. Missouri, you can only shoot one turkey the first week. And then after that, you can shoot, if you didn't get your first one the first week, you can shoot to week 2 or week 3, but not on the same day. You can't ever double in Missouri as far as a single hunter. You can obviously double as 2 hunters, but a single hunter you can't double ever because you can only shoot one turkey a day after the first week. First week, you can only shoot one turkey the first week. That was crazy. Lone Tom looking for a hen, and he found one, just the wrong one. Yeah, baby, that is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go get my decoy here. Well, guys, here's the deal. It's been a spring kind of full of disappointments. We bought this house in November with this 10 acres. And that's pretty awesome, but I was wanting to get a food plot in here by March, mid-March, to try to attract some turkeys. I was just going to put a clover plot in of a cover crop, you know, try to attract some turkeys over here, because really this property is not necessarily set up for turkey hunting. I'm a field with just a little finger of timber behind me, you can see here, and a finger of timber on this side of me. And the closest woods are about 150 to 200 yards that way on the neighbors. So I figured, well, they may be roosting over there, but I'm going to need some reason to pull them 200 yards. So I was going to put that clover in. Well, my tractor has been a bear and a half trying to get it going right. It was running right at first when I first got it. It's an old 47 8N. And it was running right, and then it started acting up, and I started trying to fix it. And it's just been a nightmare, kind of process of elimination, trying to figure it out. And haven't been able to get it figured out yet. So anyway, all that being said, you know, I just didn't end up getting the clover plot in, and then this has been the weirdest turkey season. The last 2 mornings I've been hunting down south, 45 minutes there at the family property. My brother-in-law's family and stuff, they let us hunt down there. And first morning, Dad went with me, no gobbles, just a whole lot of... Not much else going on, really. I mean, we didn't see a turkey. We'd never even heard a gobble till 9:30, and then we only heard 3 within about a minute of, you know, the same bird, about 800 yards south of us, and then about a minute later heard a gunshot. So he was only responding because somebody was real close to him calling. And then the second morning, yesterday, I went out with Brayton and Dakota. I took them instead of me hunting. I wanted to try to get them one, and seen a couple birds just cutting across roads and stuff as we were kind of driving, trying to find where they were at, and we'd go set up in the woods on them and never have any luck. And we, again, really no gobbling. A few gobbles in the morning, that was it. So this morning I got up, of course I'm bomb tired. The last 2 mornings got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to go to bed at a decent time at night, but that's tough sometimes. Anyway, so last night I got to bed at a decent time, knew I had to work this morning.
at 9 o'clock here, so I thought, well, I'll just get up about 5:30 and come back out to my own property here and just set up and see what happens. So come out, set up, got in the blind, calling here and there, but absolutely no gobble. I've never heard one gobble this morning, not one. Again, just no gobble. Sun's out, it's a beautiful morning. You think they would be gobbling and they're just not. So I wasn't hearing anything, and so I'm sitting there, and that's why patience pays off, because I'm thinking there isn't a gobbler within 1,000 yards of me. And I'm thinking they're not even in that woods, or if they are, they're not gobbling. And so it's going to be really hard to know whether any of them's coming, or be able to pull them over here. So anyway, so I'm sitting there calling, and I just happen to look over to my left window. I'm expecting them to come from the south here, out of that woods, because there really nothing north of here except this little strip of timber. There is a big lake, so I don't know if he's roosting close to the lake, maybe. And then other than that, on the other side of this little strip of timber that only goes another 100 yards this way, it ain't nothing but ag fields for as far as you can see. And so anyway, I look over, and there's a bright red head right on the other side of my decoy at 20 yards. And I'm thinking, you've got to be kidding me. Where did he come from? So I reach up and I get the camera turned, but then I can't find the record button behind it. So I kind of had to turn it back towards me, hit the record button, then turn it back towards it again. And I get on it. Well, my gun's sitting down, leaning up against the inside of the blind. So I get it picked up, and I'm kind of somewhat moving, but I must have been shadowed pretty good. But he did see something, because he kind of started to leave from where she was and diagonally skirt a field. And he was kind of getting like, oh, something's not right, I'm going to get out of here. That by then it's just too late. I got my beads on him, and boom, just rolled him. So this is awesome. I could not be happier. I cannot believe on the very first hunt ever on my own property I just shot a turkey. So pretty awesome. I'm excited. He's only got about maybe a 8-inch beard, maybe something like that, which isn't terrible. I mean, by any means, I'm not trying to complain there, but not the biggest turkey I've ever shot, but he's a good turkey for sure. He's got 3/4-inch spurs, and like I said, that about an 8-inch beard there. But unbelievable. This is unbelievable. It was a beautiful morning. Just can't believe this actually went down like this. I'd never heard a gobble. He just came right to me off the roost is what happened. He just come down, never made a peep, heard that call, and just come right to it to investigate. And he seen my lone hen out here and walked right on up by her there. So it sold the story. He heard the call and came down, saw that hen, and just come right on into her. So perfect morning, perfect setup. Couldn't be happier. Alright guys, we're going to go get him breasted out, and that's going to put a wrap on this video.